It's the 5th day of the expo. We are coming to you live from our Shanghai studio on the iconic Bund. I'm Zhong Shi. With me here today, JOOST VLAANDEREN, President of Mondelez Greater China. Welcome to our studio.
Thanks for having me.
We'll have some discussions later. Make sure you stay tuned on our special coverage here. First, we take you to the Food and Agricultural Products Pavilion, where CGTN reporter Chen Tong is standing by. Chen Tong, I was just there yesterday. This has got to be one of the hottest sections at the expo. Lots of crowds trying out the foods there, getting a taste of the food and by extension the brand. What do you have for us today?
Well, Zhongxi, remember I told you on Saturday that the section of consumer goods was my favorite pavilion. Well, I'm changing my mind. Welcome to the Wonderland for foodies. So the biggest exhibitor, the biggest number of exhibitors this year is in the food and agriculture section. And don't be jealous, I'm going to try some yummies for you. And first of all, let me have my guest, Gary Zhang, Marketing Director from V2 Food.
Hi,
so,
nice to meet you.
Gary, what you have for me?
Yeah, I will help you to try the V2 plant-based burger. Do you want to have a try?
Yes, so plant-based burger.
Yeah.
So let me try first.
Burger patty is made from plants. It's soy-based. Have a try.
So let me try first. Well, I love it. Well, it has no difference from any other real meat, so I love it.
Thank you.
Well, do you think there are really many Chinese who are in China in favor of plant-based meat now?
Right. In the past 3 decades, the China's meat consumption has been increased by 6 times. So the number keeps rising, but it's all from animal proteins and costing a lot of water and land. It's obviously unsustainable. So V2's mission is to deliver the tasty and healthy foods with a more sustainable way. So now we are in China, we are targeting meat eaters who concerns health and eco-friendly issues, and then also want to enjoy the real taste of meat.
So you came to China this year, and it's also the very first time for
Right.
you to come to the China International Import Expo. Well, there are a lot of foreign plant-based makers popping up in China. Do you think there are some challenges ahead?
Sure, I think one of the challenges is that the Chinese consumers, they in particular, do not compromise in taste. So therefore, we especially designed the V2 pork mince for the China market. It tastes really, really like pork. And other than that, we are launching a range of ready-to-eat Chinese taste offerings, like the Chinese buns and also dumplings and xiaomai. And also these kind of Western dishes, ready-to-eat dishes, also is very popular among Chinese consumers. Yeah.
Perfect. Gary, thank you so much for letting me try the delicious plant-based meat. Thank you so much. So the next yummy I'm going to try, someone may love it, but someone may hate it. You are probably right. That's the Malaysia durian. So let's take a look. Can I have a try? So.
How does it taste?
Well, I love durian, so I would say I love it. The flavor is quite rich. Well, I know actually the Malaysian durian was just allowed to enter the China market in the end of 2019, and it's also the second year for you to attend the China International Import Expo. So how have the sales been doing in China?
Okay, the Mountain King durian is originated from Malaysia. In Malaysia, the Green Valley is the first batch of exporter of liquid nitrate frozen Mountain King durian. Since entering the Chinese market in 2019, its Ligu Mountain King has become a well-known durian brand in the country with a community sales and
So you told me earlier that's more
than 1,300 tons, and its channel network mainly covers the wholesale and the retail markets of medium and the high-end fruits in the country. And it's a very, very star brand enduring imported.
Thank you so much. That's Liu Yinghong from the Green Valley Plantation Management. Well, before I go, I have some figures to share with you. In the year of 2020, China imported fruits was $8.4 billion, a year-on-year increase of 30%. And we know the regional comprehensive economic partnership is expected to be enforced next year. So with the RCEP being enforced, I think the market of imported fruits and food in China is expected to get more fierce. Back to you, Zhongshi.
Zhenzhou, appreciate that live update from you there in the food and agricultural products section. Thank you so much. And for more discussion on this topic, joining me now in the studio, Mr. JOOST VLAANDEREN, President of Mondelez Greater China. Welcome to our program. You must be so glad that so many people would like to check out what's on display at the food and agriculture products section where you have a pavilion. What's happening this year at your booth and what are your expectations for the expo? What do you want to achieve with the expo this year?
So let me give you a concrete example. 2 years ago, we displayed a Japanese chewing gum product on our stand and it got a lot of traction. And so we decided a year ago, let's offer this to consumers under our local Stride brand. And consumers liked it. Now, fast forward 2021, we're producing this same product in our plant in Guangzhou on a newly invested line. As you said, the CIIE is still in full speed ahead. We've got lots of positive meetings, so who knows what the future holds, but it's an important platform for us.
It's an important platform, and China has been an important market for Mondelez. You've been here for more than 3 decades. What are your observations on some of the consumer habits and behavior and preferences that might have evolved over the years?
Yeah, I think Chinese consumers are amongst the fastest changing consumers in the world. Let me tell you two. One is, particularly post-COVID, is a more health conscious consumer society. That means consumers still want to indulge themselves, but at the same time take control of their diet.
Absolutely.
So the vast majority of our portfolio now is available in single serve packs, which at one end more hygienic, important, but also good to control your calorie intake. So that's one. We actually recently launched Oreo Zero Sugar in China as the first market around the world. See what that does. Second consumer trend we see is more and more consumers, also in lower tier cities, are attracted to high quality branded products. So we've made big investments to make our products available much deeper in China in those lower tier cities and towns. And in the last year alone, Oreo has been made available in over 200,000 new stores. So those are two key trends we see.
Mondelez has just announced its commitment to a target of net zero greenhouse gas emissions by 2050. China is pledging those bold ambitions, carbon peaking 2030, neutrality 2060. How does your blueprint, your plan fit into China's big promises on, reducing carbon emissions?
Let me start saying that it honestly, as somebody living in your country, it fills me with pride on how bold the ambitions are that China has pledged. For us at Mondelez, our mission is snacking made right, and that also means taking care of the planet. So if I look at our China footprint, we've reached our peak of emissions in 2019. Since then, it has reduced with 13%, which is impressive if you realize that our volume, so what we produce, has gone up considerably over that period. So we produce more and we emit less. Now, net zero obviously is a big task, and we look at that end to end. So starting from a farm to our production plant all the way to your home. An example on each of them, the farm. After 15 years of research in China, we're now able to produce the top quality wheat that we need to produce our biscuits, and at the same time enable farmers to make a decent living. That means we don't have to import this from abroad anymore, so we can cut back on the emissions from there, and in that way contribute to emission. Second example, if I look at from our own production plants, we've replaced a lot of the engines in our factories by engines, magnet engines, that are a lot more environmentally friendly and as such take care of our own part. And then to home, the packaging that we pack our products in, first role is protecting the quality of the product. But by now, 96% of the packaging that we produce is recyclable, and that will be 100% by 2025. So that's how we contribute thus far. But it's a big task. It's a big task for China, it's a big task for companies, and a lot of the technologies might not even exist yet. It requires strong collaboration, big investments to make sure that we make this happen. But I'm confident.
It's a big task for all of us, for all stakeholders. That's why we need to continue to work on them. Joost, thank you so much for your perspectives. We appreciate you coming in today, and best of luck to everything during the expo.
Thank you.